Once upon a time, in a quiet, ancient forest were tall trees whispered secrets to the wind, there lived a mischievous boy named Весёлый. He was small, with tousled brown hair and eyes full of curiosity. Весёлый loved to wander far from his village, chasing butterflies and throwing stones into streams. But sometimes, his adventures led him into trouble. The forest was vast and green, with soft moss underfoot and birds singing gently from the branches. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating patterns on the ground like a warm blanket. One crisp autumn day, Весёлый strayed deeper into the woods than ever before. He had been playing near the edge, pretending to be a brave explorer. But soon, he heard growls in the distance, hungry wolves prowling nearby. His heart pounded. He ran, his little feet crunching over fallen leaves, until he stumbled upon a strange sight. There, in a sunny clearing, stood a tiny hut unlike any he had seen. Its walls were made of golden pancakes, stacked neatly and smelling of fresh butter. The roof was layered with sweet peas, dripping with berry jam. The chimney was a tall stack of creamy cheese, and the flour inside gleamed like polished butter. Even the windows shimmered like honey-glazed cookies. Весёлы's stomach grumbled. He was so hungry from his run. Cautiously, he pushed open the door, which creaked softly like fresh bread. Inside, the air was warm and sweet, filled with the scent of baked goodies. No one was home. Весёлый couldn't resist. He knelt on a corner of the wall, a fluffy pancake that melted in his mouth. It was delicious. Emboldened, he took a bigger bit, then another. Soon, he was munching on the roughest pea crust, crumbs falling like snow. He lied to himself, feeling clever. But deep down, a small voice whispered that this wasn't right. Still, his missive won out, and he kept eating, making holes in the walls and scattering bits everywhere. The hut looked ragged now, like a half-eaten cake. As the sun began to dip lower, casting long shadows through the trees, Весёлый heard voices outside. Soft, cheerful bleats and laughter. He froze. Peeking out, he saw three goats approaching the hut. They were not ordinary goats, these were cheerful and hardworking, with soft white fur, twinkling eyes, and little bells around their necks that jingled like music. The first goat was tall and wise, with a gentle face. The second was plump and keen, always humming tunes. The third was small and energetic, skipping along the path. They lived in the hut, baking and building with magic from the forest, turning simple things into their edible home. The goddess pushed open the door and gasped. "Ah no," said the wise god, her voice soft and sad. "Look at our home, someone has been eating it." Crumbs littered the floor, and chunks were missing from the walls. The king god sniffed the air. "It smells like a little intruder. Maybe a mouse." The energetic god nodded. "We must find them and teach a lesson. No one should harm what others have built with care." Весёлый, terrified, scrambled under the big stove in the corner. It was warm and dark there, with just enough space to hide. His heart raced as the goddess searched. They looked in cupboards made of wafers, behind curtains of licorice. "Come out, little one," called the wise god calmly. "We won't hurt you, but you must face what you've done." The king god set out a bowl of milk and honey, hoping to lure the mouse out. The energetic god danced around, singing a gentle song about friendship and hard work. Time passed slowly. Весёлы's tummy ached from all the sweets, and he felt guilty. The goddess' voices were so warm, not angry like he expected. Finally, with a gentle twist of fate, the energetic god peeked under the stove. "Aha, it is not a mouse, it is a boy." Весёлый emerged, covered in soot, his eyes white with fear. But the goddess didn't scold harshly. Instead, they sat him down on a stool made of gingerbread. "Why did you eat our home, little one?" asked the wise god, her tone patient. Весёлый hung his head. "I was hungry and scared. The wolves chased him. It looked so tasty. I'm sorry." The king god patted his shoulder. "We understand hunger and fear. But mischief without tact hurts us. Now, you can help us fix it. Work with us and learn." and saw the gentle twist unfolded. Over the next days, Vasilika stayed with the goddess. They taught him to mix dough new pancakes, bake peas in the forest oven, and churn butter from fresh cream. He worked hard, his hands getting floury and tired, but his heart grew lighter. The forest around them buzzed with life, birds chirped encouragement, and the wind carried sweet scents. Vasilika lied with the goddess, sharing stories by the fire. He learned that true joy comes from creating, not destroying. As the hut was rebuilt, stronger and sweeter than before, Vasilika chunked. No longer just mischievous, he became thoughtful and kind. One morning, with the sun rising golden over the trees, the goddess hugged him goodbye. Go home now, Vasilika, said the wise god. Remember what you've learned. He nodded, tears in his eyes, feeling a deep warmth inside. Vasilika walked back to his village, the forest path feeling familiar and safe. From that day on, he helped his family with chores, shared with friends, and told tales of the magical god hut. The adventure had taught him empathy, and he carried that lesson forever, like a quiet song in his heart. And in the forest, the three goddesses lived on, their home shining once more, ready for whatever gentle wonders come next.